Hello, all of my lovely artists. This is your friendly neighborhood art teacher, Miss Asbury, and guess what's coming up next Sunday? That's right, Valentine's Day. And since we're getting ready for Valentine's Day, I thought I would just give you a couple of good ideas to make your own Valentine artworks, or even just a little card to give to your loved ones, whether it's your mom, your dad, your grandmother, your aunt, anybody that you care about in your life. So, without further ado, let's get started with our first project. This one has a little bit of an optical illusion. And optical comes from the word eye, and illusion is magic. So that means we're basically going to be doing some eye magic this morning. So I got this project from an art teacher in Tennessee named Cassie Stevens, and she is amazing. So if you want to find more awesome art projects, you can check her out on YouTube. We're gonna start by taking a rectangular piece of paper and turning it into a square. Now, if you've done origami with me, we've done this several times. You just take the upper right corner of your paper and fold it diagonally until your bottom right corner forms a point and the bottom of the paper lines up just like this. Crease it down and you should have a small rectangle here. We're gonna cut that baby off. I'm just gonna do my best to be precise. Once that rectangle is off, we unfold and we now have a square piece of paper. I'm gonna work with my paper being more of a diamond shape. So I've got my points vertically and horizontally. And the first thing we're going to do is you are going to take just a pencil or a Sharpie, whatever you have, and you're gonna draw a heart in the middle of the page. You might need some help with this, and that is okay. The only reason I can do this so well is because I've been practicing for 23 years. Back when I was your guys' age, I was terrible at drawing hearts. They all looked lumpy and like they ate a lot of junk food. So there's my heart. And the rest of it is all about color. Now, if you don't have a lot of color on you, that's fine. You can always do this with your pencil and just increasing and decreasing the pressure that you use to color to give it different value. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start by drawing, or really coloring, with some horizontal lines. Try to get as straight as you can. I like to hold my paper at an angle. It sometimes makes it easier for me. And we're just gonna start by coloring some colorful stripes on my paper. If you're using color, if you want to do the proper rainbow, just remember Roy G. Biv is an excellent option. Like, that's kind of a pinky, so let me pick an orange next if I can find one for my rainbow. There we go. So I'll go here, do another stripe. Sharpies always look so funny on the paper. They never look exactly how you expect. So I'm gonna go ahead and color these stripes, and I'll get back to you when we start to switch it up, when I get to the heart. So 1, 2, 3. Alright guys, so at this point in the game, I have reached the tips of my hearts, and here is where the optical illusion begins to appear. So what you're gonna do is, say I'm gonna draw the next stripe in my rainbow, so I would start by outlining it until I get to the heart, but right when you hit the outline of that heart, what you need to do is act like it's a speed bump in the road. See how I've curved it in a sad face line just like that? That's what you're gonna do. Now when we're outside the heart, it's the exact same, so you need to make it a stripe so it goes straight again, and then we've hit another speed bump, so you need to do another curve, and then we've reached the outside of the heart, so it goes back to straight. And then you're just gonna color it in. So basically you're gonna do that for the entire heart. And I'm gonna do most of that sped up so I don't waste too much of your time. But as I keep going, you're going to be able to see how awesome the optical part of this illusion gets. Now you see how I'm taking my time with coloring. I expect the very same out of you. Don't rush this. The more colorful it is, or the more careful you are if you're shading with just a pencil, the more beautiful it's going to look. Don't just scribble with your pencil or crayon or marker. Take your time. It'll be worth it, I promise. All right, let's speed things up. Alright guys, I'm going to take a pause right here and just say, once you get about to the second half, the lower half of your heart, you can change from doing 2 speed bumps to more of like 1 speed bump. So I'm going to do that here. And you can see how it just looks like 1 speed bump before I go back to my stripes. So instead of doing 2 bumps, you'll switch to 1 bump when you get to the lower half of your heart. Now I'm gonna go ahead and color the rest of my rainbow off camera so I don't waste too much of my battery, but I will see you guys in about 2 seconds. So 1, 2, 3. All right friends, there is my completed colored optical illusion heart. And by itself like this, I think it looks pretty awesome, but there is one more thing you can do if you want this to really look like a 3D heart that's been tucked in by a rainbow blanket. And all that is we are incorporating the element of art value by giving the actual heart outline a bit of a shadow. You can use a pencil, you can use a dark crayon, it's whatever you have. I'm going to be using a purple crayon. And you are just going to lightly shade with short up and down lines along the inside, right on the inside outline of your heart. And you're gonna go all the way around. Now, one thing you can do is you can press pretty hard with your pencil or crayon right along the inside of the outline, but as you move towards the inside of the heart, you can lighten up the pressure, like I am right now. Value is a very important element of art whenever you want something to look 3D. Just because it makes it look like light is shining off of certain areas and giving shadow in others. So again, as I work my way towards the inside, I'm lightening up how hard I press down until my heart looks a little something like this. Now it's really shiny because of my Sharpie, but you can already see how we definitely have more of a shadow just like that. And I could fiddle with this forever. But this is our Cassie Stevens inspired optical illusion Valentine, and I would love to see you guys make one of these, take a picture of it, submit it, and then give it to a loved one for Valentine's Day. I think this is really pretty. I just can't stop staring at it. I love all the colors. Well, that's it for me, guys. Thank you for joining me and watching me do this amazing optical illusion heart. Have fun with this. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye, guys.